Hi, I'm Dr. George Ho of Vancouver. This movie is about developing good posture and good breathing with my IMBT, Integrative Mind Body Training, as with Tai Chi and tennis as example of this type of mind and body training together. There's professor in China called Dr. Yuan Tang. He has developed a set of integrated mind body training basing on a very ancient tradition of Zen meditation in China. And then he um, partnered with Professor Partner of Oregon, has used MRI to record some structural changes of the brain called the part of the brain called anterior cingulate cortex. Um, After only 11 hours of this type of integrated mind body training, the anterior cingulate cortex is that part of the brain that calms the emotion. Dr. Tang's IMBT has three variables. First variable is to concentrate the mind with an image. And the second variable is to keep the body in relaxation. And the third variable is a slow breathing pattern. And he has based training on very ancient tradition of Zen meditation. Actually, in China as well as in many parts of the world, famous Zen meditator practitioners have provided ample example and evidences that meditation practice can increase somebody's in, wisdom and intelligence in a very incredible manner. For instance, in Tang Dynasty in China, about 1,000 years ago, uh, they they were very famous Zen meditator. Like there's a nun called Wu Zhenzhang, and the founder of the Southern Zen sect called Hui Neng. He's a monk. So the nun and the monk, they were both illiterate. They could not read and write, but they could compose very, very beautiful Zen poem. And from personal experience, I have never been taught how to write classical Chinese poem. But because of my decades of Zen meditation and Tai Chi practices, those poems just came out from my mind, from my head. There are many ways to achieve the three key factors in IMBT. The first factor is a quiet mind, and most ancient practices concentrate the mind on something, especially on an image that would induce peace and quiet, like a holy image uh, or a very peaceful scenery. When you when your mind concentrates on that, it would not wander away. And then secondly, um, they have found out that it's not lying down that would put the body in relaxation. It's actually you're balancing your agonist and antagonist muscle when you're in the doing the pile stand, as if in the pictures like the Tai Chi pile stand or the lotus sitting posture in Zen meditation. Those are the very, very uh, effective way to put the body into relaxation, in balance relaxation, not just relaxation. The third factor is a slower breathing pattern. You do not do it by just slowing down your breathing. There are many ways to get a slower breathing pattern. I'll tell you one way is to constrict the throat muscle, which is a sphincter ring type of muscle. This sphincter muscle of the throat, called pharynx, is controlled by the 10 cranial nerve, the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve also controls the autonomic nervous system. So if you strengthen this throat sphincter muscle, and you also strengthen the vagus nerve, and you also strengthen the autonomic nervous system. And because of the calmness of the mind, your breathing slow down naturally. This is the real slowing down of your breathing, not just by counting your breath, slowing it down. Breathing practice has been used by many religious practices in the East, and Taoists um, are very good at this thing too. And according to a legend, Tai Chi was created by a Taoist called San Feng Zhang. He was born in the early Ming Dynasty, and then he one day he saw how a coiled up snake fought up an eagle. Usually, crawling snake, when it's not coiled up, is an easy predator, is being easily caught by an eagle. And this coiled up snake fought off the eagle very effectively. So this inspired this Taoist Zhang Sanfeng to develop a slow movement from the standing practice. So in Tai Chi, the most important practice and most important training is the rooting in standing first. If you do not have the rooting in standing, um, to develop the body in the whole body movement like a snake, it's quite useless to do all those to practice all those slow movements, because those slow movements or the application of this Zen meditation postural reflex into martial art. Please compare the generally accepted normal posture on the far left with the basic Tai Chi stand posture of me. The former's central line of gravity passes from the top of the head to the rear foot, whereas in Tai Chi, the same line will pass more towards the forefoot, so that the feet can actively link up the whole body to counteract the Earth's gravitational pull. This is the most important practice of all martial art for real kung fu, called rooting. My Tai Chi stand is the basic and the most essential one. If you look at other Tai Chi masters, they have their training in other stand practices too. Like this one is by a very famous master who lived till the old age of 93, and then he practices this universal pile stand that he can use his leg alternatively to practice for a long time. And his American students are still carrying on his practice in association called Guang Ping Yang, the Yang style Tai Chi. And I think Tai Chi it originate from rooting, and then they make some variations in some very rudimentary slow movement like a snake, and then it developed into complicated sets like the modern Tai Chi that we see. No matter whether you're standing or doing lotus sitting, your compression of the nerve of the leg will give you numbness of your leg. So doing the Tai Chi movement slowly will solve this problem. So this is why I think Tai Chi was developed with the application of the stand meditation or the Tai Chi pile stand uh, into martial art practices. In the following movie, I have demonstrated my invention of the combination of IMBT in footwork and style pushing hand in Tai Chi technique. This combination of techniques can complement any form and style of Tai Chi or any Tai Chi or Qigong derivative as long as these moves are designed to induce the super Zen-based postural cranial sacral reflex or chi sticking toward the spine and the head hanging in the air requirement. This is a very important postural reflex to keep the mind and body together, and especially the body in a relaxed manner. I have a few other movie in English and a few more in Chinese explaining this super Zen cranial sacral reflex that you develop in Zen meditation and in Tai Chi. So if you go into my channel, there's an English playlist. Um, you can see a few other movie in English. If you understand Chinese, you can go into my um, Chinese playlist, and all the links are in the illustration below. Thank you for watching. If you like my movie, please like them and subscribe to my channel. It does not cost anything to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. George Ho.